Welcome back to Healthier Daily. Let me paint a picture that might feel very familiar to you. You finish your lunch. It was a sensible, healthy meal, a beautiful salad, rich with colorful vegetables. You chose the baked fish instead of the fried. You even skipped the sugary dessert. You are doing everything you're supposed to do. So why, when you stand up from the table, do you still feel that nagging stiffness in your knees? Why does that fog in your brain seem to linger until noon, no matter how healthy your breakfast was? It's one of the most frustrating paradoxes of aging. You're trying so hard to be healthy, but your body still feels tired, achy, and out of tune. What if the problem isn't that you're doing things wrong? What if the real issue is that some of these healthy foods are sending your body the wrong signals? To help us decode this exact mystery, we are once again deeply honored to have with us a man who has spent a lifetime listening to the body's subtle language, Dr. Shigeki Hinohara. At over 100 years of age, he is a living testament to the power of harmonizing with your body, not just feeding it. Doctor, thank you for being here. Is it possible that what we feel as aging is really just our body struggling with confusing signals from our food?
Thank you, Dr. Carter. You have gone directly to the heart of the matter. The answer is yes. I ask my patients to stop thinking of their body as a machine that is breaking down. Instead, I ask them to imagine their body is like a highly sensitive radio receiver. The food you eat, these are the signals being broadcast to it. When we are young, our radio is strong and can pick up almost any signal clearly. But as we grow wiser with age, our receiver becomes more refined, more sensitive. Some foods, even some healthy vegetables, can broadcast a signal that is full of static. It's a confusing, jarring noise. This static is what you feel as inflammation, as fatigue, as brain fog. But there are other foods, and this is the wonderful news, that broadcast a signal that is crystal clear. It is a beautiful, harmonious frequency. And that signal is what you feel as energy, as mental clarity, as lightness in your limbs. The secret to aging well is not to fight your body. It is to become a master tuner of your own personal radio.
Becoming a master tuner of our own radio. I love that. It puts the power right back in our hands. If you have ever felt that frustrating disconnect, eating healthy but still feeling out of tune, let us know by typing the number 1 in the comments section below. And if you're ready to learn how to find those crystal clear signals for your body, be sure to follow our channel, Healthier Daily, and join our wonderful community. Dr. Hinohara, let's dive deeper into that idea. You mentioned that some foods broadcast a signal full of static. For our audience at home who are trying to tune their own personal radio, what is the first type of static they should learn to recognize?
The first type is not a bad signal, but an overly loud signal. Imagine you are in a quiet library and suddenly someone shouts. The librarian, who is your body, becomes startled and stressed. Some foods act in this same way. A simple white potato, for example. It is comforting and familiar. But for an older body, it delivers its energy like a sudden shout, not a gentle whisper. This sudden loud burst of energy can overwhelm the quiet rhythm the body prefers.
What Dr. Hinohara so beautifully describes as an overly loud signal is what Western science calls a food with a high glycemic index. It means the food converts to sugar in your bloodstream very, very quickly. This causes a rapid spike in blood sugar, forcing your body to release a flood of insulin to manage it. This constant cycle of spiking and crashing creates a state of chronic inflammation. And over time, it leads to the formation of harmful molecules called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. The simplest way to think of AGEs is like tiny, sticky caramel particles forming inside you. They attach to your proteins and make your delicate blood vessels stiff and brittle, especially the tiny ones in your brain and legs.
So the first type of static is a signal that is too loud. The second type is more subtle. It is a misinterpreted signal. It is like a message broadcast in a foreign language that your body's receiver does not understand. When your body receives a message it cannot comprehend, it becomes confused and defensive. This defensive confusion is what we feel as inflammation.
That confusion is a perfect way to describe it. These misinterpreted signals can come from natural plant compounds like lectins, which are found in certain foods, like unripe green bell peppers. Now, this is incredibly important to understand. Lectins are not a problem for everyone. Many people handle them just fine. However, for a person with an already sensitive digestive system or with existing joint pain, these lectin molecules can irritate the delicate lining of the gut. This can contribute to low-grade systemic inflammation. The key here, which is the theme of our entire conversation, is to listen to your own body. If you feel bloated, achy, or foggy after eating certain foods, your body might be telling you that it's having trouble interpreting that specific signal. And speaking of our bodies in different places, it's always a joy to see how global our Healthier Daily community is. Please take a moment to let us know where you are tuning in from today. We love seeing your city, state, or country in the comments below. So if some foods can create static, let's turn to the most important part of our conversation today. Let's talk about the foods that send beautiful, clear, healing signals to our bodies. Dr. Hinahara, for someone looking to clean up the reception and find that clear channel, where is the best place to start?
We begin with the signal that actively cleans the static from the line. It is a food that soothes the system and calms the defensive confusion we spoke of. This food is broccoli. It does not shout, and it is not a foreign language. It is a clear, calming signal of nourishment. I think of my patient Arthur. He is a 74-year-old retired history teacher. His greatest joy in life is his small garden. But he came to me because that joy was fading. He told me, "Doctor, my legs feel so heavy. Just kneeling down to pull a weed has become a great effort. I feel like my own body is keeping me from the thing I love." He was eating salads. He was avoiding sweets. But the static was still there. We decided to introduce a clear signal into his diet every single day. His choice was a simple cup of lightly steamed broccoli with his dinner. He didn't change anything else. After a few weeks, he came back to my office with a different light in his eyes. He said, "The heaviness, it's less. I spent an hour in my garden yesterday, and I didn't think about my legs once." He didn't just get a vegetable back into his diet. He got his passion back into his life.
Arthur's story is a perfect illustration of what happens when you reduce that systemic static. The ability of broccoli to clean the line, as you put it, comes from a powerful compound called sulforaphane. Sulforaphane activates a critical pathway in the body known as NRF2. The easiest way to understand NRF2 is to think of it as your body's own master switch for detoxification and anti-inflammation. When sulforaphane flips that switch on, your body starts producing a powerful army of its own antioxidant enzymes. It's not just getting antioxidants from the food, it's being instructed to make its own, right where they're needed most. It's a truly profound healing signal.
Next, after we clean the static, we need to speed up the connection. We need a high-speed signal that allows the messages between the brain and the body to travel without delay. This brings a feeling of responsiveness, of alertness. This signal comes from a food like spinach.
That high-speed signal is a direct result of the naturally occurring nitrates found in leafy greens like spinach. When you eat spinach, your body converts these nitrates into a miracle molecule called nitric oxide, or NO. Nitric oxide's main job is to tell your blood vessels to relax and widen. This dramatically improves blood flow. To put it simply, it's like upgrading your body's internal wiring from old, slow dial-up to high-speed fiber optics. Messages travel faster. More oxygen reaches your brain and muscles. This leads directly to quicker reflexes, better focus, and less physical fatigue.
And finally, once the signal is clean and fast, we must protect the radio itself. We need a protective signal that guards the delicate hardware of the body, especially the eyes and the nerves, which are so crucial for balance and navigating the world with confidence. This protective signal is found beautifully in carrots.
This protective quality is thanks to a family of powerful antioxidants in carrots. Most people know about beta-carotene, which our body converts to vitamin A for vision and nerve health. But carrots also contain lutein and zeaxanthin. You can think of these two special antioxidants as a pair of internal sunglasses for your eyes. They accumulate in your retina and absorb damaging high-energy light waves, protecting the macula, which is responsible for your clear, central vision. This same antioxidant power also helps shield your delicate nerve endings from oxidative stress, ensuring that the high-speed signals we just talked about continue to have a clear and healthy pathway to travel on for years to come.
So, we have talked about static signals and crystal clear signals. But the most important lesson I wish for everyone to take home today is not a list of good and bad foods. That is still the old way of thinking, of rigid rules. The true wisdom lies in one simple, profound action. Listen to your body. You are the world's foremost expert on you. The goal is not to follow my advice or Dr. Carter's advice blindly. The goal is to become a curious scientist in your own kitchen. After you eat a meal, sit quietly for a moment. How do you feel? Do you feel lighter, clearer, and more energetic? That is a clear signal. Or do you feel heavier, foggier, and more sluggish? That is a signal full of static. Your body is speaking to you all the time. When you learn to listen and respond with kindness, you create a harmony inside you. And in that harmony, a body that is free from constant inflammation and confusion can finally focus on being resilient, which is the foundation for true leg strength.
Nourish the system, not the symptom. That is a profound and empowering philosophy that can change lives. Dr. Hinohara is right. This isn't about creating a new set of fears. It's about developing a new awareness. The first step to reclaiming your energy is simply to notice. By choosing more of the foods that send clear signals, you are actively reducing the low-grade inflammation that creates that feeling of stiffness and fatigue. This is the direct path to improving your mobility and your leg strength. When your body isn't wasting energy fighting confusing signals, it has more resources to power your muscles and sharpen your mind. This is how you build sustainable leg strength, not just by exercising, but by creating a clean, efficient internal environment first. Every meal is a chance to vote for energy over fatigue, and every clear choice you make is a step towards better balance, a sharper mind, and the kind of reliable leg strength that keeps you active and independent. This journey of listening is the most powerful way to protect your future leg strength and vitality. And now, we would love to hear from you. After our conversation today, which crystal clear vegetable, broccoli, spinach, or carrots, are you most inspired to add to your plate this week? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Your journey can inspire our entire community. If you found this conversation valuable and empowering, please show your support by giving this video a like and share it with a loved one who might be feeling that same frustrating disconnect. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to Healthier Daily for more wisdom on living a vibrant life at any age. And one final important thought. Please remember that this information is for educational purposes. It's essential to consult with your trusted healthcare provider before making any significant changes to your diet, as they know your unique health story best and can help guide you. Stay curious, listen to your body, and we'll see you in the next video.